In Illinois, there are specific facts you should know about wrongful death. 1. Illinois wrongful deaths are governed by statute. In Illinois, when a loved one dies because of the wrongful act of another, a specific statute controls, 740 ILCS 180/1. This law explains how the family of the deceased person may recover for the damages. The statutes outline who has a right to share in the recovery and who can bring a claim on the family's behalf. Number 2, the death claim has to have a representative for the deceased person. So in a wrongful death, a claim must be brought by a personal representative of the deceased. Usually the representative will be a family member like a parent, a wife, a sibling, or an adult child. This representation controls the major decisions of the case, including whether it's settled or goes to court. However, the representative does not necessarily have to be someone who will recover for the death. If the deceased person has minor children and the representative is a sibling of the deceased, the minor children will be entitled to the recovery. Number 3, the representative must file the claim within a certain period of time. A claim for wrongful death arises upon the death, but you have to file a lawsuit within 1 or 2 years of the date of the death. In the legal field, this time period is known as the statute of limitations. Normally, this time period is 2 years, but there are exceptions. Specifically, the time period can be shortened when the government is involved in the death. So, number 4, Illinois wrongful death claims, you are entitled to recover specific damages. Money damages are meant to provide a recovery for the loss, and there are several types of damages available. The types of damages include economic losses in the past and future. Economic harms are compensable for the family of the deceased, and this type of compensation is for the lost income or wages of the deceased person, wages the deceased person would have earned during his or her life. It includes past wages and future wages and benefits. Burial and funeral expenses are included. Even though everyone has to die at some point, the burial and funeral expenses are recoverable because that funeral occurred earlier than it was supposed to. Loss of society. This category of damages involves the loss of love and affection the family had with the deceased. Illinois doesn't cap damages, so it'll be up to a jury or a trier of fact to determine what the value of that loss of society is. One school of thought is the closer the family, the larger the award for loss of society. So there are additional types of damages, and you should consider speaking to a personal injury lawyer about your individual case if you have specific questions about a recoverable damage. Most, including our firm, give free consultations. Number 5, you prove the death was wrongful by applying personal injury rules and laws. Once a wrongful death claim is asserted, it is up to the representative to explain why the death was wrongful. This requires an understanding of personal injury law. Obviously, cases involving car wrecks where the other driver was at fault. More difficult cases come from medical malpractice, cases involving the government, or defective products cases. No matter how your loved one died, Illinois law imposes the burden on you to show the court or the jury why the death was wrongful. Personal injury law firm can assist you in proving the death was wrongful, and I would encourage you to seek one out.